this is the program that gives you practical tips and insights that you can apply to the kind of situations you face in working with groups and different teams. My name's Will. I'm joined by my ever-present colleague, Andrew. How are you?
Tippity tops, thanks Will. Going well.
We've got a question today we're focusing on from James. James is from Atwood in Victoria, and he wants to know what's the difference, practically, between consultation and facilitation. They're those kind of high-level words that get thrown around. We need some community consultation on this. He wants to know, is it similar, different to facilitation?
Thanks for the easy question, James. Much appreciated. My view on it is that consultation comes in and gets people involved when they've got something to defend. That there's a decision coming their way that affects them, that they need the decision maker to find out about so they can have their 2 bobs worth. Often we'd use facilitative approaches to get people involved in that, but I think ultimately with consultation process, a lot of the time it's somebody further down the track that's going to be making the decision. For a lot of our work, when we're doing facilitation with groups and teams, at the end of the day, they're the ones we're asking for a decision from. And my definition of a facilitator is usually somebody just asks a lot of annoying questions until the team's got the answer. So, well, I'm a very annoying person, I do exceptionally well. But, so to me, that's sort of starting to get a sense of the difference between consultation and facilitation as fairly distinct types of areas.
And I think something that clients come to us a lot for is around how can they build a facilitative approach into consultation so that it's not just an exercise where it's a tick box and a decision is made much further down the line. What's that commitment they're willing to make? How can a facilitator help them to really engage people, give people the opportunity to have input, maybe prioritise things, really give direction so that decision maker is much better informed. And so in that sense, there's one that you use a fair bit, which is the IAP2 spectrum of engagement, isn't it?
Yeah, great to have another acronym in the mix. That is the International Association of Public Participation. I've been a member of that for quite a while now, and they have some really good tools. The spectrum of public participation you mentioned involves 5 points, and it goes from inform through to consult, to involve, to collaborate and empower. And each of those points refers to different levels of influence over the decision for people involved in a consultation process. So right at the start of inform, it's pretty much an organisation's coming out to tell you what's going on, and that's pretty much where it stops. If you keep moving along a bit further, it's consult, it's telling you what's going on, getting your feedback, and then making sure we have an understanding of what that feedback is. You get into that mid-range where you see a lot of organisations starting to work in and involve. It's getting your feedback and actually taking some of that on board and letting you know as a follow-up how you've used their information. Yep. Where it really gets value is at the collaborate level, where it's really saying we're on equal footing here as decision makers. We'll take on board your recommendations to the best degree possible and incorporate that in the final decision. And where it has real meaning in community engagement is at the empower level, when an organisation, be it government or a corporation, really doesn't know what to do, and they'll come to a group and say, we need an answer. Here's all the resources you need, but give us a solution and we'll implement it. And that's when consultation really works exceptionally well. Each of those points are valid. It's just the people involved need to understand their influence over the decision.
Yeah, and I can imagine that spectrum being a really good contracting tool for your work with clients. At the outset saying, here's a simple spectrum, where do you want to operate on? Because it's about a commitment, and there are some decisions that are purely and informed. You just need to inform a group. It might be a legislative change. Something has changed, and that's the way it is. Through to, if you're willing to, we can help you to collaborate with this stakeholder or community group, but you have to be really genuine if you're going to commit to collaboration, because groups can sniff it from a mile off if you're false. and the decision's already made.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think once people are clear on what influence they have, they can then make a decision whether to be part of the process or not. But if they think they've been sold a dud, oh man, get the bulletproof vest out. You're in a whole lot of pain then.
Yep.
Because you become the focus of their anger.
Yep.
Not the organisation you're actually working for. And even though I'm a scary looking skinhead, I've got to keep the car running in those situations.
I'm scared. I'm quivering just sitting on the couch with you, mate. Cool. And for our viewer, the question there around facilitation and consultation, I think that then facilitation really sits within that spectrum as a tool.
Yeah.
But it's one that you need to choose where to use and when to use it.
Yeah, for sure. Without a doubt.
Great. Another good episode, Andrew.
Fantastic.
Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time on Facilitation TV.
Thanks, folks.